What's up? I'm Ben, and today we're talking about all of the Ruby cards in the Azurite. See, why are we doing this? It's because we want to know what the cards do. We want to have them in our brain to bring up the spicy deck brews. We want to figure out what they do, what they compare with, and that's why we're reading all of the cards every Monday forever. This is Mickey Mouse, the pirate captain. He's a captain now indeed, strung his arm and knelt his knee. Pirates of Penzance, anybody? I was Horatio in the 4th grade school play, if you know what I'm saying. Whenever this character quest, chosen pirate, I'm actually saying I was Horatio in the Pirates of Penzance in 4th grade, but I don't know. Whenever this character quest, chosen pirate character gets +2 strength and gains this character. Takes no damage from challenges this turn. Any one of your chosen pirate characters. Can't be a different character. Can't be an alien character. Well, there are some alien pirates, but like, you get it. It has to have the keyword there that says pirate, not captain. I was circling captain. Don't do that. It's a 4/4 stat line. Pretty good. Quest for 2. Pretty good. If you find a way to give this evasive, maybe it's even better because then you can just keep getting this ability time after time. Do you remember that song? Time after time. This card, kind of good. Kind of fits in all the pirate decks. Not too bad. It does cost 5, and I think it does do a 5 cost amount of stuff. Yeah, it does do a 5 cost amount of stuff. Like, this is a good example of what a 5 cost card should be. And I'm sure that we're going to find some examples of 5 cost cards that shouldn't be 5 cost cards. Excuse me. Mickey Mouse, I give a 4 out of 5 stars. Kakamora Boarding Party. This one has Rush. It's a 5/2. Is this any better than Maui Hawk? I think we have to look at what Maui Hawk is. We are going to search Maui. So this is Maui's Hawk. It doesn't have Rush. It has Reckless. So that changes it. It says whenever a character of yours names Hey Quest, this character gets +1 lore and loses Reckless this turn. It's a 5/2 and it only costs 3. And then the Kakamora doesn't look much better. Kakamora is a 5/2, cost 4 uninkable. That's a whole lot to do. If you're playing this in red purple, I think it definitely goes way better with the Rafiki Rush that's a 4 uninkable. That gets Challenger and stuff when it's played. But maybe this is just made to pair with Mickey Mouse really well. It gets +2, so it goes to a 7, and then it takes no damages from challenges. That'd be pretty cool. That kind of pairs really well with that. But is it worth it? Probably not. Like, you don't want it in your opening hand. I don't know. It's not the best. It's pretty good for going second, maybe. But you don't want to be going second. And in the DLCs, you go second once. You don't do it twice. Kakamora, the pirate pitcher, dizzying speed. When you play this character, chosen pirate character gains evasive until the start of your next turn. That was what I was talking about. I said if you can give this evasive, that's a pretty good deal. But it would, you would play this on 5 and then you would play this on turn 6. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's not bad. This one synergizes well. But you want to play it late in the game. And it has to be a pirate. But that's why it costs less. Like, the Tinkerbell costs 4 and does that, and it goes away that turn. This one stays until your next turn, yeah? Longboat's ability also has that. We'll talk about Longboat real quick. It's just right down here. Longboat's ability, you put it down for 2 ink, and then for 2 ink, you pay, and then chosen character gains evasive until the start of your next turn. I think that works way better than playing this character card. Then you have an item just ready to go anytime you want. I prefer Longboat over this. Even though it's an item and this is a pirate and it hits the pirate synergy, I don't think it works. This is the Jasmine Rebellious Princess, Storyborn Hero Princess, not a pirate, the 2/3, but her ability is what's sick. It says whenever this character quests, each opponent loses 1 lore. Don't mind if I do. You get 2 lore and then they lose a lore. That's a good deal. And who's over there on those rooftops? Is that a hidden Mickey? Probably not. This is Raya, the Commandron Rider. Come on, let's do this. Once during your turn, whenever a card is put in your inkwell, that's a new thing that they really, it's not a new thing, but it is a pretty common ability proc in this set is whenever a card is put into your inkwell. It's like they want you to put ink in the inkwell or something. Once during your turn, whenever a card is put in your inkwell, you may ready another chosen character of yours. Can't be one of your opponents because that'd be crazy. They can't quest for the rest of this turn. Don't mind if I do. It's a Fan the Flames on a questing ability. Once during your turn, whenever a card is put in your inkwell. It's not during the questing ability. It's when it's put into the inkwell. It's pretty cool. It's not the best. It got an Enchanted. That's one of the Enchanteds? This is Wendy Darling. She costs 2 uninkable, but she is worth every penny of it because she can quest for 2 as a 2 cost character. And she has evasive. She has crazy abilities for what it costs. This has the whenever, while you have another pirate character in play, this character gets +1 strength and +1 lore. So it can quest for 2 or it can hit for 2. Or if you move it to Skull Rock, like what I did a lot in those pre-release sealed tournaments, which there's going to be lots more sealed tournaments to do, like at the last chance qualifiers and whatever. You can put it at Skull Rock, and then you can do like 3 damage with Wendy. I think it pairs really well with Skull Rock. Keep Wendy in mind. She's a good card. People like her. She's lots of things. She's a Dreamborn hero, pirate, captain. She's got the hero and pirate and captain ability. So this saves your Mr. Smee from taking damage because it's got the captain ability. So good. Not bad. John Silver, an uncommon. Whenever this character quests, you may deal 1 damage to chosen character of yours. If you do, ready that character. They can't quest for the rest of the turn. So kinda like Raya. But this has a crazy stipulation. It says you may deal 1 damage to another chosen character. If you do, ready that character. So if that character has resist, and they resist that damage in a way, and they don't take any damage, then the other part of the ability doesn't happen. It says they can't quest for the rest of the turn. Like, you ready that character. So you don't ready the character if you don't do a damage. So you have to, like, actually hit the damage. If that damage doesn't go through because of resist or some other weird thing, then it doesn't go. He has all of the attributes that they can fit on this card. Storyborn, villain, alien, pirate, captain. Hits the alien and villain additional keywords, which isn't bad. Those are good keywords to have. And look how, precarious little perch he is. That's not stable footing at all. What's this guy doing? 4 cost unequal, 2/4 quest for 2. You're gonna want to quest with him because his ability is whenever he quests, chart your own course. Pretty cool ability. I don't know if it's playable. Vanellope Von Sweet, maybe with the Donald Duck that you want to have damage on. You know that one that's legendary, the legendary Donald Duck. Donald. Nope, can't search like that. Donald. This Donald right here, so like you quest with your John Silver, do a damage to this. This character gets +1 lore for each 1 damage on him. It's a little bit more lore. Are you sure about that? Vanellope Von Sweet also has a interesting ability. She has that at the start of your turn, if this character is at a location, draw a card and gain 1 lore. Almost got it. So she can turn any location into a location with lore, and she can turn any location into a location that draws you a card. That's a really, really good ability. That's not bad. That's a whole lot of value, and it's at the start of your turn. The one thing to note is that at the start of your turn, checks only happens once. So if it's happening with Transport Pod, if you have that item on the board, and then she's not at a location, but Transport Pod moves it to a location at the start of the turn, check only happens once. So if she wasn't there at the start of turn check, but Transport Pod moved her, that check doesn't happen again. You don't get that ability because the check already went through. It doesn't check again. You feel? So it's good if you have the hindsight. What's the reflection in her eye? There's something reflecting there. I don't know what it is. Maybe a hidden Mickey. Look at that. It's in a wave. Ooh, so sick. Lots of birds. Almost got it. What has she almost got? Probably a Wreck-It Ralph's medallion cookie that we saw in the last set. Am I right? Michael Darling. We see a couple Darling cards in this set, including his older brother, John Darling. Get ready, Michael. Here they come. And then this is Michael saying, hoist the colors. Prepare to fight. Teddy bear at the ready. And he's got a little teddy bear there at the ready. And he's going to fight people. Ooh, this sword is the one that Stitch had. Am I right? If we look at Stitch... Look at that. He stole John Darling's sword. He went and got him, dude. He doesn't have the teddy bear there. He has his own scrump. But Darling, dude, he took his bear. He took his sword. It's not John Darling's sword. Oh, maybe he had a wooden sword, but Stitch took it, huh? Is that what we're picking up, putting down? Left, right? Is this a cannon? Yeah, it is. Then what's this? An overturned barrel? I don't know. Maybe I'll never know. Michael Darling, a 1/2/2 vanilla card. He has the pirate keyword, which is good because pirates can proc stuff like Skull Rock. They can proc stuff like Mickey's Mouse's ability. Michael Darling, good in drafts. You need your 1-2 characters on board. Aladdin is a 2-3 character. He's a little bit better of a shift because the other shift target is a 3-cost character in red in the ruby color, the one from the first chapter. But that one has a way better on playability. It says when you play this, each opponent with more lore than you loses a lore, or is it just they lose a lore? I think we have to check that as well. Aladdin. It is each opponent loses a lore, so they don't have to have more lore. Boom, they just lose the lore. Don't mind if I do. Pretty good, not the best. And we see this little motif going on of people looking through telescopes. And the thing that I keep telling people is you got to be careful when you're looking through binoculars or telescopes, because somebody could come around and put ink on the eye cup there, and then you put the eye cup to your eye, and then you have an ink ring around your eye. And have you ever spelled eye cup? Don't do it. Finding your way through the Azurite Sea takes a stout heart, plenty of courage, and more than a little luck. What? This is Markowski, the space trooper, the storyborn ally, and the amount of times that I had to read that he was an ally in the sealed tournaments is too high. Why didn't we get this character in Lorcana? What is that? That is a crazy alien. Storyborn ally, not a captain, not a hero. Storyborn ally. The Calhoun is the hero of that story. 3-2, pretty good. Just what I needed. A new place to fight bugs. He quests for 2 and he's evasive. This is the Diablo answer. I guess he is evasive because he costs 4. Like, I don't know. He was a good deal. I thought that I could take this thing out, but like him questing away while being evasive characters in Sealed are good. Outside of Sealed, I don't know if he's very good. This is Abu, the bold helmsman, and that's right, he's there steering the ship with his little monkey paws. The rush ability, he can hit for 4. Pretty good, but not the best, but he quests for 2. But Rafiki just does it way better. He's an uncommon card though, or no, he's a common card, so that makes sense. Where Rafiki, this Rafiki maybe does it a little better. He has rush also, and then he can hit for 5. Does Abu do it better? Abu costs 5. I just like Rafiki way more than that. I'd play Rafiki over Abu. It can hit for 5. It can still quest for 2. It can still kind of hit back, and it costs 1 less. They're both uninkable. I prefer the Rafiki. Let me know in the comment section if you would prefer the Abu or the Rafiki. My money is on Rafiki. This is Mickey Mouse. He's here to be a cute little mascot, right? Solid ground, Dreamborn hero, not a pirate. The 2/4. This character gets, while this character is at a location, he gets +2 strength. So he can go to a 4/4. If he's at Skull Rock, that's a 5/4. Not bad. Golly, this looked a lot easier from the ship. But I know I can make it. The crew's counting on me. What are they counting on? And that is Owl Island right there. He's going to go talk to the owl. I want to know what's up with the owl. We would all love to know what's up with the owl. That's Mickey Mouse. We like to see him. This is Adora Beazle Winterpop. And controversially on this card, she has the hero keyword. Is she here hero? I think she's kind of a bully in the anime. While this character has damage, she gets +1 more. She can quest for 2. She's a 3-cost, 1/5 character. 5 willpower on a 3-cost is a good deal. Overall, not bad. It'll take more than that to knock me out of the race. What race? Is that Owl Island back there? I'll never know. Moana is the best pirate 1-drop that there is. We haven't seen a lot of princesses get the pirate keyword, but Moana sure did this time. The self-taught sailor, Dreamborn hero, princess pirate. There it is, the pirate character. And it's got such a huge stat line. It just has one little stipulation. It says this character can't challenge unless you have a captain character in play. It sure can be challenged though. Like somebody can choose to take this out, but guess what? They're probably going to be getting taken out too because this has 3 strength. That's a huge, massive number. You don't want to tell me I don't know what I'm doing. I know I don't. It looks like she tied her hand to the ship. It looks like there's some crazy waters doing some crazy things. We like Moana. We think that she is a really, really good 1-drop, especially in any of your pirates deck. This is John Darling kind of talked about him. He's ooh, dude, his brother's more yoked than him, dude. That's a 2-string versus that. They would both take each other out in challenges. They would have to challenge each other twice and both of them would be banished in the challenge. We like that. That's a little bit of fun playfulness. And he has an umbrella and not a sword because I think that the Emerald Stitch took his sword. That's just my opinion. Here's our second Aladdin that we're going to talk about. And why can't this Aladdin be next to this Aladdin collector number? Am I right? This one's a collector number 112 out of 204. And this one is collector number 119. I don't know. Why are they together? This is one of our promo cards. This isn't a promo card. This is one of our promo cards. This wasn't a promo card. How do you get this promo card? I don't know. Floodborn, Hero Prince. You can shift it for 2, and then it says when you play this character, your characters. So even this one, not your other, it just says your characters. Your characters get +2 strength this turn. So this one would also get a strength. If you find a way to give him rush with something like Vitalisphere, he can use it. You can't get this in the organized play kit. What's going on with this card? How do we get Aladdin? There she is, Minnie Mouse. I talked about this one earlier because you got to be careful when you put telescopes or binoculars up to your eye in case somebody put ink around the eye cup. You're going to have an ink ring all around your eye, and that's a bad deal. Minnie Mouse, the pirate, look out, a 3-2 stat line. We see that stat line on Moana, the self-taught sailor, but this one costs 2 more ink, and it's uninkable. That seems like a bad deal. What do you have to say for yourself? Well, it says once during your turn, whenever a card's put in your inkwell. That happens usually once a turn. It says you may return a location card from your discard to your hand. Don't mind if I do. That's actually super good. That is solid. That's a super rare ability if I ever heard of it. And this is a promo card that you can get in the organized play kit for showing up to your local Lorcana leagues. Don't mind if I do. There's Moana. She's a shift character. She's a Floodborn Hero Princess Pirate Captain 6'5", huge. When you play this character, you may move any number of your characters to the same location for free. What? Gain 1 lore for each character you moved. That's so sick with the Sugar Rush Speedway. Are you kidding me? When you play this character, you may move any number of characters to the same location for free. I guess the Sugar Rush Speedway only happens once. But if you move all the characters, you gain 1 lore for each character that you moved, and then the trigger for the bag. Oh, dude, that's sick. This needs to be in a Sugar Rush Speedway deck. I'm so excited for this card. Are you kidding me? And she's got a little kakamoras sitting on her shoulder with a little chainsaw spear thing. Pretty sick art. That should have definitely been the enchanted. Look at this thing. That's crazy. That's a cool ability. That's everything. Okay, this is Pete, the freebooter, if you know what I'm saying. He's got the pirate keyword. Haven't seen him in lots of these lists that are coming out. Why is that? I don't know. Maybe because he only has 2 willpower? I'll answer it right there. He has 2 willpower. Pete was always looking for trouble. Now that he was finally getting paid for it, that's what pirates do. They get paid to do trouble. Lots of people are talking about this Goofy card because they think it's pretty good. I think it might not be the best, but also, I don't know. I think Maui just does this in a way better way. Like, you don't need to get a lore from this. It does have evasive, though. It's got rush. Maui is a 6'4" character. 6'5". Maui's a 6'5" character. Is Maui a 6'4"? Is Maui really a 6'4"? Maui's a 6'5". Maui's a 6'5". I think that this is the We Have Maui at Home. I don't think you would play this. Like, Maui's inkable, too. I think this does the same job. Yeah, it's evasive. And is this a Daredevil from set 1, but now he's Flying Goof? Is that his Daredevil outfit? Not that one, this one. Is this the same outfit? He's got little stripes. Is it drawn by the same person? Kenneth Anderson. Kenneth, did you draw this one, bud? Whoa! Oh my! Oh dear, what do we discover here? Hold on to your hat. Drawn by Kenneth Anderson. That's his hat. What's going on? They've put such clues in. This card belongs in the set. What's going on? What did we just figure out? Nothing. We didn't figure out a single thing. Thank you, Kenneth Anderson, for your contribution to the Lorcana community. That's why we're doing this videos. If we talk about the cards, then we know the cards, and then we can say, hey, isn't this card from this card? This is the same glimmer? Huh? What's going on there? I like that. This is Maui, the shark head. People are calling it shark head Maui. It's the half shark. He's evasive, which is good enough by itself. 7'5" character, the best stat lines you can get. If this was a 6, it'd be unstoppable. But it surely can get Zeus. The Chi-Hu says whenever this character challenges another character, you may return an action card from your discard to your hand. And then that action card that you got returned to your hand, whenever you play it, you get to gain 1 lore. If Maui Half Shark is on the board, he's got the hero deity. We don't have a deity keyword help yet, but I'm sure that whenever we get a deity keyword help, it's going to be pretty cool because they're deities. Yeah. One of the best legendaries in the entire set, maybe the best legendary in the set. Take it into your red-purple decks or just build a whole deck around that. That's fun. This is one of the worst legendary cards in the set and one of the ones that I pulled myself. Thank you very much. The Storyborn Villain Deity. There it is again. The deity keyword. 4/3 stat line. Doesn't survive a lot. And then just has a really, really, really bad ability. You exert it. For 3 ink. You pay 3 ink. Banish one of your characters. Banish chosen character. Crazy bad ability. Do you know how much Dragonfire costs? Dragonfire says banish chosen character for 5 cost uninkable. This is 8 cost uninkable to banish a character, but you also have to banish one of your own characters. This is so bad. This is not legendary amount of worth. I don't know. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. Just I don't know. Dragonfire exists. Ever heard of it? Panic. Use your head for once. And look at that. That's Panic's little tail right there in the card art. This is Tigger. He's one of a kind, but this time he's in a crow's nest. He's got the Storyborn hero Tigger keyword, and he's a pirate. 0/4. 0/4 is bad. 0/4 dies to lots of stuff. Brawl, Medusa, Sisu, Under the Sea, lots of stuff. You know it. It has evasive, which is great. And then it has the crazy ability, Swash Your Buckles. Overall, it's just a super cute art. I think you play it because it's one of the cutest arts. But its ability is pretty cool too. When you play in action, this character gets +1 strength and +1 more this turn. So what are you going to do? Are you going to quest for a bunch or are you going to hit for a little bit? So do you have to challenge? Maybe. But wouldn't you rather get 2 lore? Like, say you play 5 action cards in a turn. Would you rather quest for 6 or would you rather take out one of your opponent's characters for 5 attack? You would definitely rather get the lore. So it's weird that it's strength and lore. I think he should have had a base strength, even just a 1/4, and just given the plus lore this turn. I think that would have been okay. I think this is a distraction. They're trying to get you there. Don't get distracted. Get to the win. That's what I'm saying. It's a 19-cent card, and it's awfully cute for being 19 cents. This is Scar, and this is a inkable Scar, and this is a uninkable Scar. So what's the truth? It's this one, the uninkable. This is only in the English part of the app. This is the promo card that you get for going to the set championships, which is going to be January 18th through February something, like 4 weeks after January 18th. Am I right? When you play this character, deal 2 damage to chosen character of yours. To do 2 damage to another chosen character. You're playing this to try to get its lore value. You want to be able to get 3 lore. You don't want to play it to do this ability. There's other cards to do this ability, namely Teeth and Ambitions, which is the name of the ability. That's crazy. Teeth and Ambitions is a song card that we got in Rise of the Flood, one that says, deal 2 damage to chosen character of yours to do 2 damage to a chosen character. So you have to deal the damage to chosen character of yours to deal the damage to another chosen character. Very interesting. It's for a greater good. I'm sure you understand, says Scar. And look at that. He's got all of his pals. He got Senji and Bonza. And you know them. You like them. He's a super rare. Did you pull one of these? Let me know in the comments section, huh? And that's our last character card that we're going to talk about. This is Thievery. And Thievery we got to talk about because Thievery outclasses other actions like nobody's business. It's the chosen opponent loses 1 lore. And then, period, gain 1 lore. That's crazy. So you don't have to make your opponent lose a lore. You can just gain a lore. Too good. You play this with Gathering Knowledge and Wisdom, you just get free lore. It's just play actions, get free lore. You play this with Goat, with White Rose, you can just win the game just with on-play abilities. You never have to quest. You can just I gain lore. Ha ha ha. Too good. Apples, gems, magic lamp. Abu's not picky as long as there's something worth stealing. So the reason that this outclasses another card is we got to look at Thievery. So let's talk about Thievery one more time. Chosen opponent loses 1 lore, gain 1 lore. It costs 1 ink, and it's an action in Ruby, right? Check it out. We'll go over here to Tangle. Tangle is a 2-cost action in Ruby. Says each opponent loses 1 lore. Maybe in a multiplayer format this is cool, but you don't have multi-opponents. It got so outclassed by Thievery. It's crazy. Was Thievery chosen opposing character? I think so. Thievery is chosen opponent, so it can only be one. Where Tangle costs one more to do the same thing, and you don't get to gain a lore. Thievery, much rather play. Don't ever play Tangle, play this. No one was playing Tangle anyway, but you get the point. This is Lead the Way, and it's Princess Jasmine. She's pointing to this crazy, spooky thing over here. What is it? What could it be? I don't know. You're chosen. Your characters get +2 strength this turn. That's the same ability as the Aladdin. Remember your training. Lead the way. Wow. We have what it takes to find our way through this maze together. Hold on. We're going in. Could be useful in some situations. It costs 2. There's items that do it better, namely medallion weights that you pay some ink for, and then you get +2 challenger, and you get to draw a card when they challenge a character. Overall, an interesting card. I like it. I like the art. Hello, Jasmine. She's waving. We'll say hello back. This is the island I pulled from the sea. I had a person play this against me the other day. It's an action song card. It costs 3 uninkable. A character would cost 3 or more can exert to sing songs for free. You already know that. But it says search your deck for a location. That's crazy. This is one of those cards that can search your deck. There's not a lot of cards that can do that. There's 3 out. There's Merlin, Minnie Mouse, and this. But this one puts it into your hand. That's so sick. Then shuffle your deck. Not only do you get a shuffle if you put stuff to the bottom of your deck, not only do you get a location card, but it goes to your hand and you get to sing a song. It's a good deal. This is a good card for sure. And if we scroll down a little bit, it's so good it got a enchanted card. What is that? What is that? Is that a necklace? How interesting. I've never noticed this before. The Energy Blast action card. David played this against me in a seal tournament, and I said, what, David? How did you get 7 ink? What's going on? He was playing the Rescue Ranger submarine, if you know what I'm saying. Banish, chosen character, draw a card. So for 2 extra ink on top of your Dragonfire, you can draw a card. Almost worth it. For 7 ink, I might rather have a Dragonfire. I don't know. Did you really think I would fight fair? Says Jafar. And the big question is, who is Jafar energy blasting in this card? We might not ever know. This is a long boat. We talked about it a little bit earlier in this video, but let's talk about it again today. For 4 ink, essentially, chosen character of yours gains evasive at the start until the start of your next turn. So it stays for the whole turn and your opponent's turn. That is so sick. And if you have a whole bunch of extra ink to spend, say you dead draw and you get like an uninkable card that you can't play, spend all your ink to make your cards evasive for a turn. It's pretty cool. Or if they're bodyguards and you don't want them to be evasive, so then they have to challenge into it and stuff. There's nuance. There's cool stuff to do about it. The gold coin item. You pay it down for 1 ink. Then you exert. You pay an ink. Banish this item. So for 2 ink, you get the ability. But you can choose when you want to do it later. It's a little delayed pay for it. Ready, chosen character of yours. They can't quest for the rest of this turn, but they sure can sing songs. They sure can challenge opposing characters. They sure can use their exert abilities, if you know what I'm saying. Sweet mother of monkey milk. A gold coin. Says Vanellope Von Sweet. Is this what she is reaching for in this picture? Is that the gold coin in her eyes? I'm going to go with a definite maybe. After looking in the reflection of Vanellope Von Sweet's eyes, a definite maybe. The card Soldier Spear, it says your damage character gets +1 strength. That's pretty good for cards that are rushers or reckless. They can get a strength. Pretty good. Not bad. I think it's a good tech. I think it's a good thing to keep in mind. But lots of people are running item disruption right now because items are all over the place. A suitable weapon indeed. This is Flotilla. This is where all the Kakamora chill out, right? On their downtime. It's 2 uninkable. You cost 2 to move there. 6 willpower, so it's easily taken out at the start of your turn if you have characters here. All opponents lose 1 lore, and you gain lore equal to the lore lost this way. So usually just 1 lore that you're gaining. But if multiplayer is ever popping, this is going to be okay with us. The Skull Rock location we've talked about many times in this video, mostly with moving our not our parents here, our pirates here, because we want to move our pirates here because it has the safe haven ability at the start of your turn. If you have a pirate character here, gain 1 lore. You can't ever gain more than 1 lore because it's only one. Like, you can only gain 1 lore. It doesn't matter if you have 2 pirate there. Don't ask. Characters get +1 strength law here. That's pretty good. It's almost as good as Hidden Cove, which has the similar stat lines but only costs 1. Hidden Cove is better than this. But this gets a lore if you have a pirate here. It's not game breaking. It's okay. I like this location for what it do be like. And then we have 3 enchanters that we got this set. This is Raya, Tigger, and the Islands I pulled from the sea. That was all of the Ruby cards in the Azurite Seed. Next week, we are going to talk about all the Sapphire cards in the Azurite Seed, including my favorite card, Ben, because that's my name. I'm Ben, and this is Readysetink. Please hit the subscribe button. Bye-bye.